New manager, new expectations, new overall vibe as well. Hello and welcome here to this episode of the Manchester United preview show. We are Erik ten Hagless, but we are still underway in the UEFA Europa League. Obviously, the last game I did talk about was against Fenerbahce, when Erik ten Hag was still the manager of Manchester United. Now we play PAOK, and Erik ten Hag is not the manager of Manchester United. Basically, I will talk to you all about this manager scenario during this preview show. But well, rightio then, let's get straight underway and let's talk about the game in full. So we are back at Old Trafford here for this game, Manchester United versus PAOK. And well, a lot has happened since that Europa League tie that we played against FC Twente. Well, we've drawn every game. That's the fact. We have drawn every game. We drew twice against Porto. We drew 3-3 and we drew against Fenerbahce 1-1. And well, yeah, I think that is why Ineos decided to make the decision that Erik ten Hag would no longer be the manager of Manchester United, which has gone down reasonably well, I suppose. I mean, he was heavily rumoured to get sacked in the first place anyway. So we have a new manager at the helm. He will be coming in after this game, the first home game that Rúben Amorim, our new manager, will be taking place. It will be a Europa League game, and it will be against Glimt, which will be the next Manchester United preview show. But yeah, what can I think about this game? This game is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Our opponents, PAOK, they have never played at Old Trafford. They have never played at Old Trafford, and they have never played Manchester United. So that's another team we can tick off the list of, well, teams that have never played Manchester United that have gone to Old Trafford. And PAOK will be one of them. Now, yeah, I mean, Manchester United should really win this game. I mean, that's what I will say. Manchester United, obviously, looking at the rumours, are heavy favourites to win this game, and we should do. Ruud van Nistelrooy, this is his third game in charge. Funnily enough, every one of Van Nistelrooy's games are at home. Every one of them. Leicester, PAOK, Chelsea, and then Leicester again. Every single game has been under Ruud van Nistelrooy at home. And I do think that is a very interesting part. Now, Ruud will have a full understanding of the team now, but granted the fact that he's managed 2 games of Manchester United. Obviously, that game against Leicester was a bit of, well, a false sense of belief, as we did end up drawing the next game 1-1, and that is expected. To be fair, we're playing a better team, but either way, watching that Chelsea game, that game was there for the taking. That game was there for the taking. We should have won that game, but we didn't. And we ended up drawing, which I guess some United fans will think that's a positive, granted how bad we are playing, but yeah, I think if you think the top 5 teams that Manchester United play, I think Chelsea is the worst one. So that really shows you, really, that you have to win them games. And I thought Chelsea would have been a perfect game to make a statement. I guess not. I guess that didn't work out. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Manchester United. We've drawn these last 3 Europa League games. This, we'd have to win. We have to win. I said on my match review, Manchester United fans, do not panic. Because I knew, going into the 3 games, these next 5 would be the least, well, they would have the least pressure. They would be the 5 weak teams overall. Porto and Fenerbahce was the 2 toughest games Manchester United played in the Europa League, and it will be in this league phase, and we ended up getting 2 positive results from them. Now, playing PAOK will be a test. It will be a test, but if Manchester United can do it, then that is exactly what they want. And I believe this is now for Manchester United to have a good Europa League one and get into that top 8. But while we're here, let's now talk about our opponents of this evening, PAOK, and let's have a look at their fact file. So while we're here, let's have a look at the fact file for Manchester United's opponents, PAOK Thessaloniki. So the country they are from is Greece, or as the locals would say, Hellas. The honours, they have won the Greek Super League 4 times, most recently last season, 2023-24, beating AEK Athens on the final day. The final day they did end up winning, which meant they ended up winning the league for the first time since 2018-19, where that was the closest point they ever got to qualifying into the Champions League. They did lose to Benfica. I remember the Tumba Stadium was rocking then. You had all banners, you had all like paper thrown for that game. That was an absolutely massive game, and that would have been the first time a club outside of Athens would have qualified into the Champions League. Sadly for them, they did lose to Benfica, which meant they did go down to the Europa League. PAOK have never qualified into the Champions League, which is quite, well, I didn't know that, but that is a fact which PAOK fans probably do not want to have. They have won the Greek Cup 8 times, PAOK. They are a very, very prestigious club in Greece, barring from obviously the main three, AEK, Panathinaikos and Olympiakos. They are, well, the club that's always there. They're a club that's always there, but they're there and thereabouts, let's just say. They have gotten to the Conference League twice, most recently. Last year, they did lose to Club Brugge, which, well, they didn't want to do that, but, well, it did. They lost 3-0 on aggregate to Club Brugge. I mean, Club Brugge just beat Aston Villa, so to be fair, from PAOK's point of view, that probably isn't that bad. The nickname there for PAOK is Dikaphalos tu Bora, which does mean the double-headed eagle of the north, which I know is a very long nickname for a football club, but PAOK, obviously with its logo, has a double-headed eagle. The league position there, PAOK are having not a great start to this campaign of the Europa League. The 3 games they played, Galatasaray, FCSB and Victoria Pilsen, they've only drawn 1, and that 1 was against Victoria Pilsen. And that isn't good. That isn't good, really. Drew 2-2 at Pilsen, and even worse, they were 2-0 behind. They were 2-0 behind until the 80th minute, and then they scored 2 goals. The 2 losses that they did have was against Galatasaray and FCSB. Galatasaray, I don't think they were particularly mind. Granted, the fact that Galatasaray will probably go into the top 8 this season, it doesn't help, though, how it says, they do have the name Constantinople in the name. Yeah, that'll cause a bit of issues for them. And then FCSB, they did lose out by 1-0. Bad loss that for PAOK at home and all the Tumba. That is very bad. But yeah, we can see there, 1 loss, 2 losses, 1 drawn. They've scored 3 and conceded 6, so they do have a goal difference of -3, and they have only got 1 point. The manager for PAOK is Razvan Luchescu. This is actually his second campaign at PAOK manager. He is, funnily enough, I did not know this, he is the son of legendary Romanian manager Mircea Lucescu, who did formerly manage Dinamo Kiev and Shakhtar Donetsk. He did manage Shakhtar Donetsk for a few seasons until he moved to Dinamo Kiev, where he was most famously known, and he made his name himself at Dinamo Kiev. The best player for PAOK, I'm going to say, is Andrea Zivkovic. Now, it could have been Shola Sharitari, it could be Pavlenka, but I am going to say Zivkovic. Zivkovic is a player that is always known for PAOK. Last season, he had 21 goals and assists, and he is a pivotal part of that PAOK team. He has played every game in the Europa League, so Manchester United will be looking out for him. The stadium that PAOK has is the Tumba, like I said before, and it is based in the city of Thessaloniki. They are the most successful club outside of Athens, and their capacity is 28,701. Now, Manchester United are lucky that they're not playing there, because let me tell you, that standing section there, you might not be able to see it, but that section there that holds the Gate 4 Ultras. And the Gate 4 Ultras, you do not want to mess with. Put it that way. They are notorious in Greece, and they are absolutely mental if you are an outsider. If you are a Greek, they are very good fans. They're very good fans, and Gate 4 will be coming to Manchester, I'm sure, facing against Manchester United. So, do you know what? That should be that should be fun for me, that Gate 4 are going to be going to Old Trafford. But yeah, that is the fact for PAOK Thessaloniki, and well, while we're here, let's have a talk about the managers, especially on Manchester United's side. So let's first of all talk about our current manager, Ruud van Nistelrooy. And well, what can I say? I mean, this for him, he is enjoying the pressure. Put it that way. He is enjoying being the Manchester United interim. I mean, it is a shame for him because I heard rumours saying Rúben Amorim does not want him in his backroom staff, which will mean he will not be part of Manchester United for, obviously, when Rúben Amorim takes charge, which I do think is a bit of a shame. I do like Ruud van Nistelrooy. I do think he should still have something to do with the club, but I can understand why Rúben Amorim would want his own coaches and his own tactics. So, talking about, as he had with Amorim, he did say that, no, I did not have contact so far, which well indicates that he doesn't really know Rúben Amorim yet. So, that is partially probably why Rúben Amorim doesn't want him in. And he did say it does have advice for Højlund, which is stay calm and believe. That it, well, obviously believe's a big sign with Manchester United because none of us do believe. But, yeah, that is his advice to Højlund. I still think Rasmus Højlund will become a quality striker. I know a lot of people think not, but I still think he's a good striker and he's capable up the pressure. And I do think with Ruud van Nistelrooy coaching him for the time being, that is massive there for Rasmus Højlund, and that makes Rasmus Højlund a whole lot better. I'm not sure about Joshua Zirkzee, but I do know Rasmus Højlund will step up to the plate when he will do. He did also say the fact that we are making chances. That is a start. Manchester United have missed the most chances out of any team in the Premier League. 25 chances, I think, is what we have missed. Now, that is bad. If we can take half of them chances, if we had a good striker, then that'd be good. But we don't. We don't. I mean, we've got Rasmus Højlund, we've got Joshua Zirkzee. Zirkzee, I don't think is really that good. I do kind of think though. I do know Rasmus Højlund will be a good striker, but I do think he needs someone behind him, someone a lot more experienced than him. That is for sure. But yeah, there are Ruud van Nistelrooy's notes from the press conference against PAOK. Now, let me take you all the way back to Tuesday, the 5th of November. I've just realised this is going to be the first look I am going to talk about my new manager, Rúben Amorim. So, basically, Tuesday was fun. For Manchester United fans anyway. It was very fun. Manchester City got absolutely battered and absolutely masterminded and outcoached by Rúben Amorim in his last game as Sporting Lisbon coach. Now, if that isn't written in the stars, I don't know what it is. But yeah, Rúben Amorim absolutely destroyed Pep Guardiola's City thanks to a Victor Gyökeres hat-trick as they did win 4-1. And that obviously makes us happy. And that makes us, hey, you can do that with them, you can do that with us and all. But that will obviously take patience. Of course it will. It'll take like 1 or 2. It will take probably 2 years for us to actually get like Sporting Club de Portugal's level. So, at first, it will have to be calmed and settled. But yeah, Rúben Amorim coming in is a massive difference. It will be a massive difference from Erik ten Hag. He's younger, he's not experienced, but he's younger, and he knows the game very well. Manchester United don't tend to hire young managers. This is a young manager. Rúben Amorim's a young manager. So that, for me, shows us that we have a young manager, we have an up-and-coming manager. If he can get the best out of our players, that is exactly what I want. And I believe Rúben Amorim will do that. However, well, we'll have to see what happens with him first. We'll have to see the upcoming games. And the first game I will be talking about him in a previous show will be against Bode Glimt. But I thought, do you know what? That 4-1 win, him being manager, makes us a whole lot happier. So if I was Manchester United manager, this is what I would use as my lineup for the game against PAOK. So I would go for Andre Onana in goal, join with Martinez, Johnny Evans, Matthias de Ligt and Diogo Dalot. I think Martinez should start. I do also think Johnny Evans should start. To be fair, I think Noussair Mazraoui should start, but he is an important player, so I feel like we should just rest him, put Martinez on that left back, put Diogo Dalot at right. So we've got Johnny Evans and de Ligt there, as the two. Potentially Martinez could swing in to that centre-back role, because I do think he does well there at centre-back, Lisandro Martinez. Then you've obviously got the midfield CDM of Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte's starting to show up that he is a Manchester United player, which is what I like. And I think in a European game like this, he will be crucial for Manchester United midfield. Then Bruno Fernandes there in the midfield, central attacking midfielder role, and then the three forwards, Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund, Amad Diallo. Yes, Alejandro Garnacho is getting the drop. I do think Garnacho did well, and he did okay against Chelsea, but he's not really a standout player, is he? He's not a standout player for Manchester United. The stats show otherwise, but I don't think the way how he is playing, he's not living up to the expectations. He's not giving people on and that. I mean, I think Garnacho would be a good substitute on, potentially for Amad, and then we'll see what it's like. But I do think Amad Diallo I should start, see what he is like, see if he can be a physical threat for them PAOK defenders. So yes, I think Amad should go there. Marcus Rashford and all on the left, Amad on the right, and then Rasmus Højlund up front. No Joshua Zirkzee for this one. Rasmus Højlund all the way. So there you go. That is my Manchester United starting lineup. Now while we're here, what do I think the score will be? That is the question. So now it's the result time. It is my prediction. What do I think will happen? Now, every time I've done a prediction it's wrong. We've either lost or we've drawn. So that isn't a good omen. Sorry, that isn't a good omen. So how do I think this game will go? I think we'll win. I just think it's simple. I think Manchester United have to win this game. If Manchester United want to qualify into the Europa League's top 8, we have to win every game now. All these 5 games, we have to win. PAOK, Victoria Pilsen, FCSB, Rangers and Bode Glimt, we have to win all of them games. So that will mean having to win today. If we win here, if we win at Old Trafford, perfect start. Bode Glimt then we play next, perfect. Get a win, 6 points in 2, that isn't too shabby. I think we will win this game. I'm not going to say easy, but I do think it will be quite comfortable. I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 Manchester United win, or let's phrase that back, 2-1 Manchester United win, because we do tend to concede a goal. So, yeah, I think it will be a 2-1 Manchester United win. Obviously, it seems like it's tough at first, but I don't think it will. It really won't be. I think it will be goals from Bruno Fernandes, and I'm going to say Rasmus Højlund. They will be the two that will score. And then for PAOK, Shola Shoretire won't score. He'll play. I do think he'll play Shola Shoretire, but he won't score. The person who I do think will score, however, will be not Andrea Zivkovic. I think it will be another player that will score for PAOK. And I'm going to say somebody called Fedor Chalov will get the goal. So there you go. I think the Russian international will get a goal. And I do think it will finish 2-1 to Manchester United. Manchester United finally in the Europa League getting 3 points, in my opinion. So just like that then, I will get going. So if you did like that video, if you do say something, you really mean a lot to me, but you do not have to, as I shall go. See you soon. Stay safe. I'll be talking to you a lot then in the next one. See ya, and bye-bye.